Hello, I am Naoko Yamazaki, a former Japan Aerospace Exploration Agency's astronaut and a representative director of Spaceport Japan Association. I stayed on board the Space Shuttle and International Space Station, ISS, for 15 days in 2010. When I was a small child, I was very interested in watching the stars and was inspired by lots of sci-fi movies and books. However, it was not until when I entered a junior high school that first Japanese astronauts were selected. So I did not think of becoming an astronaut as my career in my childhood. So my message for you is, do not limit yourself by what you see right now. There are lots of possibilities ahead of you beyond your imagination. When I entered the ISS and my dream came true, I was very excited and thankful for my family and so many people who supported me. It was a little bit different from my original expectation in my childhood. Because in my childhood, I dreamt of traveling to space beyond the solar system. And the ISS was only about 400 kilometers high from the ground. It was still very close to the Earth. However, the views of the Earth from there are so breathtaking and much more beautiful than I had expected. When I reached space for the first time after the launch, somehow I felt very familiar and comfortable in microgravity. At school, I learned we human beings, as well as all the creatures, are made of the same things, same stuff as stars and planets, like oxygen, hydrogen, and nitrogen, and so on. We humans are siblings of these stars and planets and part of the universe. So flying to space seemed to me like visiting my own hometown. Before going to space, I always thought space was the most incredible place and the most desirable place to reach out. But when I first saw our home planet from space, I thought, oh, maybe it is the Earth that is special and unique in the vastness of the universe. I could see the shining blue of the ocean and the clouds moving during the day. I felt like it was alive and it is more beautiful than I had imagined. On board the ISS, I worked with a lot of tension because it is just paper-thin wall which separates us inside the spacecraft from the harsh space environment. However, I did not feel lonely because there were so many dedicated people on the ground who supported the mission, and I could communicate with them and my family while I was in space. Usually, training takes years. While I was trained, I gave a birth to my first child, and I had 11 years of training before going to space. However, I did not think of giving up my career. For space program is a wide teamwork, and I was honored to be a part of it. We encourage each other very often. For example, former NASA female astronaut Katie Coleman often encouraged me by saying, "It is challenging to pursue our career in a long term. However, it is not impossible." I appreciated her words, and now I'm honored to encourage the younger generations, especially young women. I'm glad the spirit of challenges is passed on from generation to generation. And another important thing is to stay up with your dream, because dreams gives you lots of power. For example, in the ocean, if you only look up close, the waves will intoxicate you. However, if you look at the distant horizon, you will never lose your sight of where you are going. I expect continuing space exploration gives us more insights of our home planet. When I looked at the Earth from space, the Earth looked alive. However, it does not have its own eyes nor ears. We human beings advanced our technologies so that we can send satellites and even humans to space, and we can see the Earth from space with objective bird's eye view. By exploring the universe, we can learn a lot about our home planet, and it will lead us to save our spaceship, the Earth. Thank you.